Jung Hae In's absence from the press screening of the animated film Gills has become one of the more closely watched stories in the Korean entertainment industry, not because he has withdrawn from the project, but because his absence comes at a sensitive moment, as actress Ha Young faces growing controversy surrounding her great-grandfather. On August 17, the Gills production team confirmed that Jung Hae In would not attend the film's press screening and press conference scheduled for August 26 at CGV Yongsan I'Park Mall in Seoul. The actor provides the voice of Gon, the central character of the film. Director Ahn Jae-hoon and fellow voice actors Kang Han-nul, Yoo Jae-myung, and Kim Sun-young are expected to attend, while Lee Chung-ah is also reportedly unable to appear. What immediately attracted attention was not simply Jung Hae In's absence, but the timing. It coincides with an intense controversy surrounding Ha Young, prompting some observers to question whether the two situations could be connected. A coincidence in timing that invited speculation. Jung Hae In and Ha Young currently star together in the Netflix series Our Sticky Love. Recently, the drama's promotional activities were affected by controversy surrounding Ha Young's great-grandfather. A promotional interview scheduled for August 14 was cancelled, and Jung Hae In's interview schedule was also affected. Soon afterward, confirmation that Jung Hae In would not attend another promotional event created another question: was the actor limiting his public activities because of the controversy involving his co-star? However, simply placing these events in chronological order can easily turn coincidence into assumed causation. At 9 Film, the distributor of Gills, quickly rejected that interpretation. A representative explained that Jung Hae In could not attend because of a previously scheduled drama filming commitment. More importantly, the scheduling conflict had reportedly been discussed 2 to 3 weeks earlier, before the controversy surrounding Ha Young became a major public issue. FNC Entertainment, Jung Hae In's agency, provided essentially the same explanation. His previously arranged filming schedule overlaps with the screening, making his attendance impossible. The detail that the issue had been discussed 2 to 3 weeks ago is particularly significant. It suggests that the decision was not an immediate response to the developing controversy, but rather an ordinary scheduling matter that happened to become newsworthy because of its timing. So why did the public connect the two? This is arguably more interesting than the screening itself. In the entertainment industry, an actor's absence from a promotional event is not always interpreted as a simple scheduling issue. When a project is under intense public scrutiny, even minor changes in an artist's schedule can be interpreted as a strategic signal. Jung Hae In occupies a particularly sensitive position. He is not only one of the key stars of Our Sticky Love, but also part of the promotional campaign for Gills. After one promotional activity connected to Our Sticky Love was cancelled amid controversy, his subsequent absence from another event naturally created a narrative in the public imagination. In other words, the issue may have less to do with Jung Hae In's actual actions and more to do with how audiences connect separate events when information is incomplete. This is a classic example of the information vacuum effect. When official explanations are not immediately available, gaps in a celebrity's schedule can quickly be filled with speculation. The real focus: the controversy surrounding Ha Young's family. The controversy began after Ha Young appeared on the KBS2 program Problem Child in House. During the appearance, the actress discussed her family background. She reportedly said that her great-grandfather had opened the first Western medical clinic in Hanyang and had treated Emperor Gojong. Her comments initially attracted attention because of the historical significance of the story. Later, online claims identified the man as Ahn Sang-ho, a physician who had studied Western medicine in Tokyo before establishing what was described as the first Western-style hospital founded by a Korean. The controversy intensified after historical records were cited showing Ahn Sang-ho's name among the council members of the Daewha Friendship Association in 1916. The organization has been described as a pro-Japanese group involving members of Korea's upper class during the period of Japanese colonial rule. Ha Young's side initially denied the allegations. However, after reviewing the relevant information, her side changed its position, confirming that her great-grandfather had engaged in pro-Japanese activities and issuing an official apology. Ha Young herself later posted a handwritten apology. She said she took her great-grandfather's actions seriously and apologized as his descendant. Yet in a society where historical memory remains particularly sensitive, an apology does not necessarily bring an immediate end to public criticism. When one person's family history affects an entire production, perhaps the most significant aspect of the controversy is that its impact does not stop with Ha Young herself. People who have worked with her, or are scheduled to work with her, can also become caught in the surrounding public debate. The cast of You Are My Love and Lee Jae-hoon, who is expected to collaborate with Ha Young on an upcoming project, have also been mentioned in connection with the controversy. This reflects an increasingly visible reality in the Korean entertainment industry. An actor's public image is no longer entirely an individual asset. It can become a variable affecting an entire production ecosystem, including co-stars, directors, distributors, production companies, and streaming platforms. That is why Jung Hae In's absence, despite having what appears to be a completely ordinary explanation, can become a major topic. Could Gills be overshadowed by the controversy? The unfortunate consequence is that the film itself risks being pushed into the background. Gills is an animated adaptation of Koo Byung-mo's novel of the same name. The film is directed by Ahn Jae-hoon, produced by Pencil and Meditation, and distributed by @9 Film. The story centers on Gon, the only boy in the world to develop gills after falling into deep water. From this fantastical premise, the story explores Gon's existence, the people surrounding him, and his search for a place in a world where he is fundamentally different. Jung Hae In voices Gon, alongside Kang Han-no, Lee Chung-ah, Yoo Jae-myung, and Kim Sun-young. The film is scheduled to arrive in theaters on September 9. From an artistic perspective, Gills deserves to be evaluated on the strength of its narrative, adaptation, and distinctive visual language rather than being defined by controversies occurring outside the film. A larger lesson about celebrity media. The Jung Hae In situation reveals a paradox of modern entertainment media. Sometimes, the less an artist says, the more room there is for speculation. In this case, the available facts are relatively straightforward. Jung Hae In has not withdrawn from Gills. He remains the voice of Gon. His reason for missing the August 26 press screening is a previously scheduled filming commitment. Both the distributor and his agency have confirmed this explanation. Nevertheless, the timing makes the story more complicated. And this may be the most important perspective to consider. In the social media era, even an absence that carries no intended message can become a message in the eyes of the public. Jung Hae In may simply be busy filming a drama. But when a major controversy is unfolding around someone connected to him, that absence can instantly be placed inside a much larger narrative. The crucial task, therefore, is not to turn every coincidence into a suspicion, but to distinguish verified facts from interpretation. Based on the official explanations currently available, Jung Hae In's absence from Gills is a scheduling matter, not an attempt to distance himself from Ha Young. Meanwhile, Gills remains scheduled for release on September 9. Perhaps the film's greatest challenge now is not simply convincing audiences through Gon's extraordinary story, but also stepping out from beneath the shadow of controversies taking place beyond the screen.